do some adjustments here on the fly. I want to move the leaderboard to the top. Leaderboard's great on the bottom for Street Fighter, but it's better at the top for most everything else. There we go. Okay. Okay, ready? Cool. So, in the last several months, X, formerly Twitter, has been very sneakily increasing the price of X Premium. So, for those who don't know, X didn't really used to have a premium tier. Instead, it was based off of verification status. And what verification status meant was that you proved to Twitter, when it was called Twitter, that you needed a reason to have your identity verified. Maybe you had a bunch of imposters or a bunch of people who were trying to ruin the reputation of you or your business. Maybe you were operating a business and you wanted people to know that officially this was your official business account so that they didn't get misinformation from other sources. And so basically what would happen is you would have to send Twitter a whole bunch of information, your actual ID, and in some cases your birth certificate and other stuff, and you would prove who you are, and then they would give you a verification check mark. I was one of the people who had that because I was mass impersonated by a bunch of trolls. So I showed them that, FYI, I have all these assholes trying to cause malicious things on your site, and they verified my account. Now, when Elon Musk bought Twitter and renamed it X a couple years ago, he decided to change the entire system, all right? So first thing he announced is no more verification status. You're going to have to pay for X Premium, and if you pay for X Premium, you just get the check mark. And everyone was like, well, wouldn't that just dilute the whole idea? Like, if anyone can pay to get a check mark, you're no longer proving that you're a real person and that you're verified. Instead, anyone could do it, and they could actually impersonate you by buying this premium status, right? So that's what ended up happening is people who were already verified ended up having other people impersonate them again because they were paying for it. So immediately, the whole verification thing was a waste of time. Then within like 6 to 8 months, they took away verifications entirely, meaning if you had a previous verification, they just removed it anyway. Now, Elon Musk spun this as, oh, we're getting rid of the elite. There's no more elite here on our site. Instead, everyone's equal. Except that's not true. Everyone had to pay to be equal. If you have to pay to qualify for something, then that's not equality. That's called wealth-based prosperity, right? But of course, Elon Musk doesn't understand that because he's filthy rich and always has been his entire life, so he doesn't even know the difference, okay? He actually thought that was equality because he's that stupid. So when they started having this paid tier, all right, there was really no benefits to it except you got the verified check mark. And at that point, I'd announced to everyone, because people had asked me years ago, are you going to get this premium tier? And I said, no. Like, what benefit is it to me to pay for it? I don't see any benefits, right? Now, what ended up happening was last year, they actually added a bunch of benefits. They added the ability to edit your posts and the ability to have longer posts. And they added a few more features in too, like, for example, having your posts be more prominent and featured so more people can see them and stuff like that. So when they announced all of those features, I was strongly considering doing the premium for my business, but I wasn't 100% going to do it yet, okay? So by the way, at that point, it was announced that the premium was going to end up being, I think it was like $16 a month or something like that. And I was like, I just don't see the value. So then what ended up happening was during the summer of last year, I got a big surge in popularity because of Kino Casino. And because of that, I said, hey, way more people are following me. Way more people want to hear what I have to say. And because of that, maybe I could benefit from this premium experience. So I got it and I tested it for several months. I'll tell you this, 2 things I really like. Number one, I like the ability to edit a post, because previously what would happen is you would post something up, then you would notice a typo and you'd be like, oh, son of a bitch. Now, the only way to fix that would be to delete it and repost it. And that's annoying, especially if you posted it and you didn't immediately notice the typo or problem. And then you go to fix it later, but people have already seen it and liked it and reposted it. Like, oh, shit, you're going to lose that element, right? So to be able to just edit the post is huge. It actually is a really big help in my opinion. So that's number one. The other big thing is the Grok AI, which I've used several times to get some pictures for content. You know, I did it on this podcast. I did it and we had a good laugh at it to see what the AI would do when I typed in suggestions. Excuse me. And I had a good time with getting some pictures for shows. Like, for example, I used a picture 2-3 weeks ago on Smart Guys of the president of AEW, All Elite Wrestling, Tony Khan. And I had it generate a picture of him climbing a telephone pole and cutting the power lines to simulate that my power had been out so we couldn't do the show. Okay? So that was good. It was a little gag I got to use for the show. So every once in a while, I get some use out of the Grok AI, but not always. All right? Like, very rarely do I even really use it, right? And so, all these months that I've been paying for X Premium, I've not really been taking advantage of the features. And let's be honest, that initial wave and burst of popularity that I got in the summer is gone. I'm kind of back to status quo now with how I was doing before. So do I really need to have this premium service? Probably not. But I just let it roll. I still have it, okay? If you don't know, they increased the prices from $16 to $22 back in December. Now, I had seen the notification for it, and I was like, a $6 price increase. I mean, that's not that bad, but at the same time, what's the benefit? Like, what are they giving me additionally, value-wise, for my extra $6, right? Nothing. They didn't really improve or add anything. They just decided, we're going to charge you $6 a month more for this service. Okay, so at that point, I was skeptical, and I was like, man, you know, I don't really feel like I'm going to get too much out of it, but I'll keep it for now and see what happens, okay? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it was just announced a few days ago, and I actually got my official notice yesterday on my phone. X premium prices are going up again. They just raised them from $16 to $22 in December. Now, as of February 7th, only a little over a month later, they're raising the price from $22 to $30. So I want you to think about that. Within a 2-month span, they have doubled the price of X Premium from $16 to $30. For what? What new value is Elon Musk giving me for double the cost? Have any new features been added? No. They've added nothing. I'm not getting any benefit out of paying double for the service. And so last night, I unsubscribed from X Premium, and I'm not going to use it anymore because I haven't seen enough value for my dollar. The verified check mark means nothing and adds nothing. It doesn't give me any added value. I'm not really getting any extra exposure on any of my posts whatsoever. All right, I'm just not. So I don't see the point, okay? And I don't want to pay double for a service that they're not giving me any added value at all, okay? Fiat Multiply, you are wrong. I am not paying via App Store. You don't know what you're talking about. They're saying you're paying, that's the Apple Premium, and I'm not paying the Apple Premium. I'm on Android. If I were on Apple, I'd be paying an extra premium. I'm not on Apple. I got rid of my Apple devices. I don't even have any. I don't have an iPhone. I'm nothing. I got rid of all that shit. I'm on Android, and I'm happy to be on Android. One day, I will actually have this as a topic. You guys, I cannot recommend more to all of you, okay? I cannot recommend more to all of you to get on Android and dump Apple. Apple at this point is so ridiculously overpricey for no good reason. It's ridiculous. Everything's more expensive. It doesn't run as well. Everything on Android is better. I couldn't just accentuate more how much better of a time I'm having on Android devices than I was on Apple devices. So strong recommendation. If you have Apple, drop it, get Android. You're going to love it. Okay. Anyway, that's a topic for another day. And I promise you, I feel like as a service to the viewers, I should totally explain to you guys how much better it's been being on Android. Okay. Anyway, yeah, some people are saying you're showing us an Apple screen. And this is someone from Twitter. This isn't my screen. It popped up on my phone last night saying a price increase of $22 to $30, and that's going to begin on February 7th. And I said, unsubscribe. I'm done. So I think I only have a couple days left. of my premium and then it's gone and I don't care. I don't need premium. Like I said, what I'm using it is to edit posts, which every once in a while is useful. And I'm using it to use Grok once in a blue moon to generate a picture for me. Outside of that, I literally don't use any of the features of premium. At one point, they were helping me when I had a bigger audience and I was getting hundreds to thousands of new views on all of my accounts a day. All that is gone now. So there's no point in me paying for the service, so I'm done with it. If they had kept it at $16 a month, I would have kept it. Seriously, but you're going to double the fucking price? Double the price of your fucking service? Are you insane? Who the fuck does Elon Musk think he is? He actually thinks that, like, he's an intelligent dude. That's the sad fact. And you got people like Donald Trump who actually believe it too. He's not smart. He's rich. That's all he is. He's fucking rich. He's one of these dunces. He literally went on Twitter back in the day and he tweeted about stock prices of Tesla, which you can't do. He did it as a joke and he was tweeting that he's going to get Tesla to 420. And so investors thought it was real and started acting on what he was saying. Come to find out, he was at a party smoking weed, and this was a post joking about 420. Get it? This guy is a fucking moron. But he is rich, so people think he's important and people think he's smart. Okay? He's not. So this guy buys X, and what has he done to really improve it? I don't know. I couldn't tell you anything better on X that's going on right now at all. I'll tell you this, the verification removal has ruined the site. The site is rife with bots and scams and accounts that are trying to fuck with people. I know, because I exposed one here just a month or two ago. Remember when I showed you the bot account that tried to scam me and take control of my PC? And I showed it to you. So, yeah, like, I just don't get it. I don't know why people think this guy's smart. He's not. And he doesn't know what he's doing. I'm going to double the cost of X Premium within a 2-month period and add no new features. Well, guess what? I'm going to unsubscribe. I'm going to flip you the bird and say, fuck you, you stupid rich bitch. Not going to give you my hard-earned dollars when you gave me no value for it. If you give me value, I'll give you more money. Okay? But you haven't provided me anything, so I don't care. All right? So for everyone, I'm not going to be on YouTube Premium. I'm not going to be on X Premium much longer. You won't see the check mark next to my name. It ain't going to affect anything anyway. I won't miss it. Okay? I really won't. Big Boss did a super chat. Musk landed a rocket. I don't know who else can do that. Elon Musk did not land a rocket. Elon Musk took all of his money and paid people to land a rocket. What don't you understand? He doesn't do anything. He's not smart. He just pays smart people to do things. Get it? Anyway, so yeah, I'm done with it, and I don't care about it. I'm still going to continue to use X to post my schedule daily. I'm still going to post up when I go live on streams. It's going to be primarily for business purposes, okay? But that's about it, you know? I haven't really posted much up there anyway in regards of content or anything. Even my thoughts on stuff, I rarely post up there anymore. Like I said, basically about 2 years ago, the site went to shit, and I can't. It's impossible to get anything of value up on there. So there you have it. Okay. So FYI, oh, I put the wrong thing. FYI, you know, it's sad because I did feel like at one point there was some value, but you know, that's what happens when you have someone like that in charge, I guess. Okay. So next news story.